it's a great opportunity to come to Dillingham and be part of a tight-knit community and be part of it right away.
I think Dillingham is a good place for teachers to work because of probably the support and the diversity of support that this community brings. There's a lot of people who live and work here and who have done so for years, and so they just have a really good lay of the land. When new teachers come in, they probably have a lot of resources in this community that they might not have otherwise.
It's more than just a job. It's a place where you can settle down, raise a family. Has a lot of neat experiences. So I think it's so often, teachers look at how much you get paid if there's teacher housing, they come in August, they leave in May. Dillingham is a place you want to be here all year.
Our students in this community are such eager, enthusiastic, and such curious students wanting to learn. And on one hand, they have nature right at their back doors. And that makes it really exciting from a teacher's perspective to use what's out there as teachable moments, both in the natural world and with other sciences. You have so many different local natural resources to your advantage to help these students.
So my first year came only taught math, and then by the second year I got the chance to ask my boss and the district, can I offer French, because my students really want a language that we haven't had for a while. That possibility of growing and being able to teach French, and then by my fourth year I've never taught coding, and I got the chance to teach coding, computer science. And so a big reason why I stay with the school district and here is because of all the opportunities that I've had to be able to grow myself and go with what the students want, and to be able to feel like I'm impacting a student population who really wants the best for themselves, which is really fun to do.
The ETT EMT 1 Bridge course, it teaches us skills to learn. I am pretty close to being a certified ETT, I just have to get all my paperwork done. And I'm currently training to be an EMT 1, and I think it's really good because I've learned how to bandage someone's wounds, how to strap them onto a backboard, how to splint properly. Just seeing this gives me a sense of hope that our school really is going somewhere. I've always kind of known yeah, this school is great, but getting these other programs introduced and offered really allows students to see that this school is great.
This year I was chosen as a United States Senate Youth Delegate, and I got the chance to be one of 2 students from Alaska, and I got to go to Washington, D.C. for a week and represent the state and represent our school. And it was the first time that a student was chosen from our school, so I was very proud that I got to be there.
I think as any small town America, that sense that people are looking out for you, that people want to see you succeed, and there's this term called mudita, and it is the spontaneous and sympathetic joy of someone else's success. And I've never felt that more strongly than when I'm in Dillingham.
I could remember as a young child growing up in the village in Portage, and the teachers coming. They learned as much from us as they taught us. It was a really exciting exchange. So I think a teacher that does come out here is going to have a challenge, is going to be excited, and probably going to stay.
The community definitely has a huge part in why I'm still here. I have my community in the school. The students are great. I have great colleagues. Admin's awesome. But I just have a really solid group of friends outside the school. The community, they're very involved. They keep tabs on you to make sure you're where you need to be, if you need help with anything. The community does a really good job just making you feel at home. So I've yet to find a reason to leave.
If I were to show someone a part of Dillingham or a piece of this community to try and convince them to be here or say that it's the best, it would be a potluck. It'd be a community potluck with people who bring incredible food, and they're the best of the right people in the right place who care and who love a lot about our town. I'd also, show them some, I think, parts of our community, Nushagak Bay, Wood River, up at the lake, Aleknagik, just to see what this landscape has to offer.
If you aren't an outdoors person, there's also lots of community things here because everyone, as soon as you bring in a niche to this community, people are like, yes, let's do it. So there's a ballet program that I volunteer with. I also do outdoor stuff too, now that I just feel more comfortable, but there's a lot of opportunities. It's not just thinking about Alaska and hunting and fishing, which is also really good though. Hunting and fishing is amazing, and being outdoors and snow machining and stuff like that is also lots of fun. But there are places for anyone to really come here.
Yeah, the fishing is so resourceful. We could live off of fish for who knows how long, and it's just an awesome resource to have. It's also leisure time. You go fish whenever you want to, and it's just fun.
I really enjoy the landscape. It's always pretty. In the fall it turns beautiful colors. And there's a creek behind my house, and one of my favorite things to do outside of school is just to go down there and listen to the gurgle of the water, or in the summer I'll wade in for a while even though it's still pretty freezing, but it's beautiful and it's always really nice.
One of my favorite walks that I went on, we were just walking along the seawall. It turned out that we got to see lots of whales. A lot of beluga whales were swimming and hanging out. There must have been a school of fish, lots of salmon in that area, so we could have sat there for way longer than we did, but it was about an hour and a half, I think, that we spent there and just enjoying nature, really, but it was totally awesome.
One thing that I would stress to anybody who's coming to Dillingham is to not focus on what you are losing, like from the community that you came from, but what you're gaining. What can Dillingham give you? We have rivers, we have lakes, we have mountains, we have so many things available. We have a small community. We're diverse in our own way. I mean, we have a large Native population, but we have people from Manicodic living here. We have people from New Stuyahawk living here. We have people from Kiliganek. So we're kind of like a melting pot in that extent. Do what you can to be involved in our community. Get to know people, get to know who their family is, and just try to do as much as you can. Don't stay to yourself.
It just gives you a sense of pride, and it makes me thankful that we have this, because without this, I mean, like, I don't know, like down in New York they might not have all the great stuff that we have, like culture, food, activities, and it just makes me feel good because we have all that, like, that some areas don't.
If you come with an open mind and you don't have any predetermined expectations about what this place is going to provide or not provide, and you're excited to learn about people and our culture, then try it out. Come do it. Be open to new experiences. Say yes when anyone invites you somewhere, and just jump in with an excited mindset, I guess, about it.